There we go. We're live. Good morning, everybody. Tuesday morning. It's hot and humid today, and a little bit stiff. So a lot of us, when we feel the rain's coming, the rain is coming. A lot of us tend to feel a bit stiff, a little bit extra achy, right? It's very normal. Barometric pressure changes cause some problems with our joints. It's no fun. So here's what we're just going to run through a few stretches today for those kind of especially creaky spots, right? And get that stiffness out of the way. First sip of coffee. It's so good. It really is nectar of the gods. Now, you gotta have the water. Right? Make sure you drink water. This is truly the nectar of the gods. That's just the bonus stuff. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. We're going to start with the neck. So sometimes we sleep, it's not very comfortable, and you get a little bit of creakiness in the neck, right? What you don't want to do is you don't want to spin your head around 360. That's not really the way to do it, because that's going to not stretch out the muscle, but it's going to make your neck crack, and we don't want that, all right? So what we're going to do, there's two variations. So, well, three technically. So here's what we're going to do. One will be to the side, because you have muscles here, right? So we don't push our head down, we just gently relax our head to one side. Good, just for a couple of seconds. Now the other side. Nice, perfect. Now, another variation is straightforward. So we bring our chin down so we don't bend our neck. We let our head come down, right? So we're not shoving our chin into our chest. We're actually letting the whole head come down. And that's going to stretch out the muscles that are running down here into your back. You're going to feel it right at the top of the shoulder blades. And that's what you want. And again, we don't push our head down. We bring our head down to a comfortable spot. And we relax. There we go, just like that. Now, an extra bonus takes a little bit of coordination, but we can do it. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your chin and you're going to aim it right towards that armpit, just underneath that armpit, right? So you're aiming here with your eyesight. Now, you're going to take your hand. Now, the reason you're taking your hand is only for gravity. You're not pulling. You're just letting the weight stretch down. And that's going to get the side, so the trapezius here, it's going to affect those. So instead of affecting the erector spinatus, which are down in the center, we're going to go right here. And then we let go. Remember, we let go lightly. We don't snap. Remember that? All right. Now the other side. Just nice and relaxed. And there we go, just like that. So just like that, we've gotten the stiffness out of the neck. So now you can move it, right? Now when you move in that 360 motion, not fast, right? Now you don't get that cracking, right? It's nice and soft and stretched out. Perfect. So now we're going to do the shoulders. Shoulders, of course, we know the best is going to be these shoulder rolls. Why is this the best? This is the best because this will get some kinks out without you having to move your arms. So when you move your arms, your joints are going to be activated. If you have a sore joint, we don't want to do that yet. This is going to activate all the muscles in that region. There we go. Without making you move your joints. So if you have joint pain and you can't get your arm up, you're not taxed in doing that. Well, coffee time. It's always coffee time though for me. And remember, guys, nothing wrong with coffee. Right? Coffee is good for you. 3 calories. 3 calories in coffee. If you add 2 tablespoons of milk, you're talking 30 calories. Really not a big hit. Caffeine is also good for you. In doses, obviously, like anything. There we go. 10 forward. Now we go 10 back. There we go. Perfect. All right, if you hear that buzz and my phone's ringing, I don't know who's calling me, but it's going to have to wait because I'm here with you. That's the way it goes. All right, so now for those of us who do have some shoulder mobility, we're going to do some shoulder or arm circles, okay? So ideally, we can get them up here and do circles, right? So we move our hands in a circle motion as if you're drawing a circle on the wall, right? That's how we're doing that. Now, if this is taxing on your arms, again, some of us have shoulder impediments, right? First of all, you want to call me so we can correct that, but we'll do them down here. Right? So we get the most motion that we are able to get for our fitness level. So I'm going to do it up here because it's better for me. Remember, we're drawing circles on the walls. Good. Now we go back the other way. Good. And just a few. And there we go. Perfect. Bring them down, rest, relax. Now we're good. How'd that feel? Pretty good? Hopefully it felt good. It's supposed to feel good. All right. Ready? Here we go for another one. And why do I do two? You know me. The first one is always a little bit stiffer. Second one, I always feel a little bit better on. So let's work on that. There we go. Perfect. Now the other direction. It's going to get your blood pumping, though. It's going to make you hot. Remember, it doesn't have to be fast, right? It's about getting the motion done. It's not a race. There's no speed. And done. Perfect. Good job. Doing great, guys. Now, we're going to stretch out our abdominis, the obliques over here, right? So these are exceptionally important because they help you stay stable in these directions, okay? So what we're going to do, I'm going to bring my arm up this way. And then I'm just going to lean to the side and give it a bit of a stretch. Now, if you have trouble with your arm doing that, how can you do this, right? So here's an option. Bring the arm up. Let me tilt down. If you have to, you can do it this way with your arms down. But you really got to focus on not bending your shoulders. See, this is the issue. You have to hinge down here at the waist. If you just tilt this, then you're getting kind of a weird contracted spine. You can imagine what my spine looks like in this position, right? You want to hinge down here. So we go up, and then we just hinge at the waist, right? There we go. A bit of that stretch. You're going to feel it right all up in there. Perfect. Now the other side, you see we don't have to hold them for long. Just got to get them up, a few seconds, and back down. Good job. All right. We're going to do another one. You ready? All right, here we go. I'm going to do it as if I have a shoulder issue, okay? So I'm going to take my arm, and I'm going to try to hold it up there. So now my other arm is doing the work holding my sore arm. All right? So we're going to lift and hold that sore arm. So this arm that's impeded is going to be relaxed. And then you're going to just do that stretch, right? So you see how that keeps your focus and doesn't allow your shoulders to tilt too much. So it's a little bit, again, this is most comfortable. So if you can get your hand up this way, do it that way, right? Okay, so now we've worked out a whole bunch of stuff. We're going to work on the lower back. Again, you guys like this one? This is one of the few times I let you bend your back. So here we go. We'll do this together. You remember this one, right? Okay, so we're going to bend the knees slightly for support. We're going to lean back with our back straight as far as we can go. And then from here, we're going to relax ourselves down. And remember, we relax into the stretch. We don't bounce. We don't push ourselves down. We relax our tissue. There we go. And slowly back up. Slowly back up, right? Why slowly? Okay, you know what? Again, we have a lot of people coming and going. Let's go through our show and tell. Right? So here's your back. Right? You stretch out your back. You want to control and bring it back so it's comfortable when it returns. Otherwise, if you go down and then you jump straight up, that happens. right? When that happens, that's how you pull your back out. So you've already, like all the people you've known who throw their back out, most of them are likely from doing something like picking up a piece of paper. Something easy, not something heavy. Because something heavy, they prepare themselves. Right? They lift with the legs, they keep the back straight. Something light, they just quickly grab it and boom, that's it. All right, ready for another one? Here we go. So I bend the knees. Now this is for support, but it also disengages the hamstrings. We want this to stretch the back, okay? Now if you're super flexible and you want to be able to do this and keep your legs straight, that's fine. But for a lot of us who are stiff, this is how we're going to do it. Doing great. There we go. Just stretch out that lower back. Perfect. Now we bring it back up, controlled, and up we go. You guys are doing great. We're almost done. 2 more to go. Well, 3 more. Hamstring, calves, ankles. All right, so for the hamstring, what we're going to do, we're going to find a surface that we can lean our toes up against. Okay? Very important. I don't know how well you can see that, because for me, the camera is pretty small. But we'll get our board out of the way, because we have a fancy board here that we use for a bunch of different exercises. We'll get that out of the way for now. Okay, so now you can have the clearer wall. So you see how my toe is tilted upward. So that's what you want. Legs straight, back straight. Always back straight. The minute you curve your back, no good. So back straight, arms up on whatever surface. Again, mine are high. If you have like the lower cabinet and you want to do it here, that's fine too, right? So from here, we're just going to hinge at the waist, keeping the back straight. And as you do, you're going to feel the hamstring all the way, right, to the length of your leg. So not just your knee. If you're only feeling it in the knee, that's because your back is not. If you're all of a sudden going down here, because my back is not straight enough. So I come up here, I bring that back straight, and I lean forward. And that you're going to feel the length of the leg. Hold for a few seconds. There we go. Good job. Now the other side. So now you get a better view, right? Back straight, tilt forward. There we go. Now you're getting it. That's a big one. All right, so these are good when you're feeling not too flexible. Have a few aches and pains. You want to get them out. These are the kinds of things you do. Remember, guys, we offer a strong custom programs. And we'll focus specifically on you and whatever issues you may or may not have. So if you can't do these, we understand, because everybody's different, right? There's 7 billion people in the world, and not one of us are the same. So if you can't do these, don't worry about it, right? Just reach out to us. We'll help you out. While you're doing this, guys, by the way, don't force, right? You're relaxing into the stretch. So you feel that stretch, you relax into it. Good. You're doing great. Okay, listen, we'll use this if you need the stability. We'll continue to use this to work to stretch out the calf muscle. And you can do this against the wall. You can do this freehand right now. So if you're a hot shot, right, you can do a freehand to show off a bit. But for those of us who can't, we'll just do it this way, okay? So heel must be on the ground. Okay, you don't want your heel lifting. The other thing you don't want is you don't want to be pushing your Achilles tendon down, right? So you overstretch. So let's say I'm comfortably here, right? Now I go this way and my heel is not on the ground, right? The answer is not to push it down and force it. The answer is to bring your foot in so that it's comfortably on the ground. Otherwise, you're going to stretch that Achilles tendon and you're going to hardly be able to walk for a couple of days. So we don't want that, right? We're focusing on this. There we go. Good. Other side. Nice stretch of the calf. Nice and comfortable. There we go. Good job. Easy. Now, we're going to do a second round of this, and you're going to notice, second rounds, you're always able to go deeper. That's why I always do 2, right? You can notice right away, you're like, oh yeah, look at that. Amazing. Your body reacts. No matter what age you are, no matter what fitness level you are. Right? Your muscles are there, and they will react. They will respond. They'll do what you tell them to do. The hardest part of exercise, unfortunately, is getting to it. Right? That's the hard part. The body will do it. The hard part is pushing ourselves. It's not in a daily routine. There we go. All right, final exercise. Well, exercise. I always say exercise, even though the stretches. So the last one we're going to do is the ankle circle. Now, again, you can use something for stability, or you can show off with one leg if you want, but that's okay, right? Because all fitness levels are welcome, right? So we're just going to do, so we pin, toe to the ground, we make little circles with the heel. Now, there's 2 variations of ankle circles, remember. One is removing the toe while the heel is pinned, right? And we do a spin outward this way, and then this is the opposite one. And we go in the opposite direction now. Now remember, like I said, if you're a little bit stiff, you might end up doing squares and kind of these not pretty circles. That's okay. Why? Because it's not a fashion show. Right? This is for you. Well, look at that. Don't kick boards behind you when you do ankle circles, people. Makes things very unstable. Okay? If you're going to try to do it like this, remember to engage your core. Right? Because engaging your core is going to help keep the top of your body stable. There we go. Okay, other side, one more to go. We're almost done. Ready to start your day. There we go. 9 and 10. Now we go the other direction. Good job, guys. Doing great. There we go. And last one, big finish. This is it for the day now. There we go. And the other way. There we go. Well, listen, guys, you did great. We're done for the day. So listen, if you're new here, please subscribe to the channel, right? So this way you can stay up to date with all the videos that we post. Share it, like it, give it the little thumbs up button, and send it to all the people you know, right? Hit that share button, copy the link, and send it to everyone you know, because there's a lot of us out there that are struggling. We're not flexible. We have stiffness. We have daily aches and pains. We want to eliminate those and give everyone back the quality of life that they deserve. Take advantage of this fall weather. All right, so that's it for today, and we'll see you again tomorrow. And as usual, I gotta approach the camera now to make this stop for real.